Welcome to NDVTechsys Solutions Machine Learning AI. And today we are going to be discussing about machine learning. We are trying to understanding about the machine learning and AI. And this is a huge demand in 2025. And every college which is going to be having a graduation program for the machine learning AI. And everybody is going to be looking about the AI technologies. And we are trying to understanding about the machine learning and AI today. And what is this machine learning and all we will discuss so far. Myself, I'm Srinivas Rao Gorantla, and I've been working from last 15 plus years on web and mobile technologies, the same time AI data science, and I was certified for the artificial intelligence. And coming to the artificial intelligence, what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is a technology that allows machines to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. And AI can learn reasons to solve a problem and more. And we try to understand what are the different kind of modules we are trying to understanding in the part of the AI ML. In the first module itself, we are going to be understanding about the introduction to machine learning and AI and Python for machine learning. Basically, whenever you want to entering into any one of the technology, programming language is important. And here we are going to be focusing on a programming language called Python. It is a very easy programming. Everybody can able to easily learn. And Python is dead easy. Everybody can able to understand Python programming. So we are focusing on module 2 completely into the Python programming for machine learning. End-to-end Python. So from scratch to master level. ABC to master level and LKG to master level Python programming. In the part of the module 3, we are going to be understanding about the mathematics for MLAI. There are different kind of mathematics, something like statistics and probability. We are going to be dealing with module 3. And module 4, we are going to be dealing with data pre-processing and data cleaning procedures. And this is a very important technique we try to understand in the module 4. And module 5, we are trying to understanding about the supervised machine learning. And module 6, we are trying to understanding the model evaluation and optimization. Module 7, we are trying to understanding unsupervised machine learning. And you may have a question, what is the major difference between the supervised and unsupervised? And we try to understand each and every topic individually. And we try to understand each and every algorithm individually. And what is supervised learning and what is unsupervised learning in depth. At the same time, and we are trying to learning about advanced machine learning techniques in module 8. And coming to the module 9, in module 9, we are trying to understanding the reinforcement learning, something like agents, how you can able to work with algorithms, a different kind of algorithms with reinforcement learning. So this is typically a difference between the supervised and unsupervised. And one more thing, we are trying to going with module 10, neural networks and deep learning procedures. Deep learning is a subtopic of the machine learning and which is going to be working on neurons, which is going to be working on neural networks. We are trying to entering into the neural networks in the part of the deep learning. And this is a major part of the artificial intelligence and where you can able to understand deeply about the neural networks. And there are multiple kind of neural networks which are going to be available like module 11, conventional neural networks, CNN algorithms. Module 12, RNN algorithms like recurrent neural networks. And one more thing is generative models. And one more thing is something like natural language processing, NLP. So everybody know about NLP, like what is this natural language processing? Every day you are using a smartphones. You are typing something in the keyboard, automatically some recommendation is coming. Automatically some text recommendation is coming. And when you are going to be recording something, that is going to be converting into the text. That is going to be happening with the natural language processing. So how this kind of techniques you can able to implement in the projects that you can able to work on different kind of NLP techniques. So we will discuss about this in the module 14. And module 15, we try to understand deployment process like ML ops. So how you can able to deploy the complete algorithm into the real time, and the real time project, how you can able to work on. You may working on the different kind of projects. Suppose you are working on real estate project, you are working on banking project, you are working on shopping cart application, you're working on website, whatever it may be. So how you can able to deploy your model into the real time, that you can able to work on ML ops, ML operations. And end of the module, we are trying to dealing with the multiple kind of projects, and we will do a portfolio for you people guys. So this is the last module we are trying to working on, and this complete course is going to be efficient course and emerging course for you guys. And one more thing, we try to understand about use cases. What are the different kind of use cases which are going to be available in the artificial intelligence? The first use case, artificial intelligence and personal assistants, and how this artificial intelligence is going to be working as a personal assistant, how this artificial intelligence is going to be working in the market research, how this artificial intelligence is going to be working in sales part, how this AI can be dealing with the digital marketing procedures, how this AI can be working with the email marketing procedures, and how this AI can be working with the leadership terms, teams and all, how this AI can be working on customer services, how this AI can be working on accounting procedures, how this AI can be utilized in human resources, how this AI can be working with the law and legal terms. And one more thing, how this AI can be working with robotic process automation, how this AI can be working in finance, how this AI can be working in travel industry, how this AI can be working in the health industry, how this AI can be working in transportation industry, how this AI can be utilized in the retail industry, how this AI can be utilized in the journalism industry, education industry, agriculture industry, entertainment industry, government industry. Anywhere you go, AI is available nowadays. Without AI, there is no industry, there is no application, there is no domain. Everywhere AI is available. Everywhere AI is available. So that is the why reason we are trying to understanding about the artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is available everywhere. Healthcare you take, travel industry you take, transportation you take, retail you take, journalism you take, education you take, agriculture you take, entertainment you take, government you take. Everywhere AI is important. So let's try to understand the architecture where AI can be available. And AI is a big environment. Inside the AI, there is a subtopic or subdomain called machine learning, and there is a one more subdomain for the machine learning called deep learning. Somewhere, data science is going to be involved in the part of the AI. Some data related techniques, something kind of statistics, probability, and something like Python, something like a different kind of techniques which are going to be involving in the part of the AI. Some data science techniques which are going to be involved in the part of the AI. And AI is going to be available on top of the big data. Big data is a one more technique which you have to remember in the part of the AI. And let's try to understanding the machine learning techniques. There are three kind of machine learning techniques. The first one is supervised learning. Okay, you try to understand what a supervised learning is. What a supervised learning is. A supervisor can be available here. Let me take one simple general example. What is this supervised learning is? A teacher in the classroom. A teacher in the classroom. What a teacher in the classroom can do? Teacher is going to be giving some question paper. At the same time, teacher is going to be giving the answer paper also to you. One more time. Teacher is giving question paper. At the same time, teacher is giving you answer paper. It means labeled data. It means labeled data. Okay. So can you see the diagram? Can you see some diagram here? Labeled data is available. Labeled data is available. Some more pictures are available here. Okay. Let me do one thing. Some more pictures are available here. Can you see here? More and more pictures are available in the labeled data. Some images are reflecting about elephant. Some images are reflecting about the cow. Some images are reflecting about the camel. Some images are, this is the data. This is the data we are providing to the algorithm. This is the data we are providing to the algorithm. This is the input raw data we are providing to the algorithm. When we are providing this data, We have to specify the label. Okay, whenever the image is like this is cow. When an image is like this is something like elephant. When the image is like this is a camel. We clearly saying that the property of the particular image, if it is related to this image, it is cow. If it is related to this image, this is elephant. If it is related to this image, this is a camel. Clearly, question and answer we are telling, and we are training the machine. A supervisor is going to be training the machine with a desired input, training data set. The training data set is very, very clear data set. This data set is completely having the labeled data. This training data set is going to be a completely labeled data. So whenever we are providing a labeled data to the system is processing your data and giving the proper output. Okay, for example, in the real time, you are going to be providing some image. You are going to be providing some image. This image is going to be an elephant, or this image is going to be a camel, or this image is going to be a cow. How you can able to say? You are actually providing the data. This data is already have some labeled data. This data you are providing to the computer as labeled data. When you are providing a labeled data, this is very, very comfortable to the machine. Very, very comfortable to the machine. Machine can able to recognize what is the desired output based on this particular input. Okay, that is actually called a supervised. In the name only there, supervision. In the name only there, supervision. What is the meaning of supervision? Question and answer we are giving. Question and answer we are giving to the student, and we are training the student. We are giving question and answer, and we are training the student. Whatever the student I have, I am training my student using by the question and answers. Okay. Then what is the one more kind of technique in the machine learning part? That is the unsupervised learning. How this unsupervised learning can be done? Unsupervised learning, very, very clear. We are just giving the raw data to machine. We are just giving the raw data. There is no labeled data. We are not saying that this is apple, this is orange, this is mango, something. This is banana kind of thing. We are just giving a basket. We are just giving a fruit basket to the machine. When we are giving a fruit basket to the machine automatically divides apples and oranges and bananas. This is something like a cleared a machine learning algorithm. In this kind of algorithms, you have to understand there is no labeled data we are providing to the machine. We are providing to the machine unlabeled data. We are providing to the machine unlabeled data. We are not providing any label. We are not giving any answer sheet. We are not giving any answer sheet for the student. We are just giving a question paper. Based on the question paper, you have to solve the questions by the answers. That is what actually called unsupervised machine learning algorithm. In unsupervised machine learning algorithm, what we are trying to giving is, for the machine, we are giving something like a unlabeled data. This is the important thing we have to understand. Unlabeled data. There is no label. I am not saying that this is apple. I am not saying that this is orange. I am not saying that this is apple again. I am just giving some data to the machine. And this machine trying to interpolate this data, and it is processing with algorithm, and it is processing the data, and automatically the output is going to be different. Some kind of data is apple, some kind of data is oranges. How this is going to become? This comes with unsupervised learning. So you try to understand the differences between the supervised learning and unsupervised learning. Supervised learning, we are giving properly labeled data to the machine. In unsupervised learning, we are giving unlabeled data to the machine. Question sheet and answer sheet we are giving to the student in the supervised learning. In unsupervised learning, we are not giving the answer sheet. We are just giving the question paper to the student. We are just giving the question papers to the student. Automatically, he can able to understand about the answers, and he can able to write the answers about the question paper, regarding about the question paper. Am I clear? So this is about the unsupervised learning in the part of the machine learning procedures. And there is a one more kind of technique that is actually called reinforcement learning. In the real time, we try to understand what about the reinforcement learning is. There is a agent, there is a agent, there is an environment. There is a agent. Agent is nothing but a machine. Agent is something like, so in reinforcement learning, what is happening is there is no question paper, there is no answer paper. The student itself, we are just giving the subject to the student. We are training a subject to the student. Just we are giving the subject to the student. Student itself, he has to prepare the question paper. He has to prepare the answer paper. He has to prepare the question paper. He has to prepare the answer paper. When he is preparing a good question and good answer, then he can able to get the reward. Then he can able to get the reward. That is kind of reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is nothing but something like imagination. Reinforcement learning is something like imagination. Machine should imagine something. Machine should imagine something based on your data. You are giving some data, sir. You are not giving any input to the machine. Some data, some junk data you are providing to the machine. Machine have to understand what is the question, what is the answer. He has to provide. He has to discuss. He has to decide about the question, and he has to decide about the answer also. And when the machine is going to be providing a proper question and proper answer, that can get a reward. That can get a reward. And this is continuously happening. Reinforcement learning is continuously happening process. Continuously happening process. This is some kind of imagination. Reinforcement learning is something like imagination. So everybody have some imagination, right? Human life. In human life, everybody have some plans in the future. What is your plan in the future? You don't have something. Your plan is something. There is no input for the plan. There is no output for the plan. But just you have the plan. You have the plan. What it is going to be done. Either it may be a success, either it may be a failure. Either it may be a success, either it may be a failure. But you have some plan. The plan is something like a reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is something like imagination. For the machine learning procedures, reinforcement learning is a very, very important technique in the real time. Okay, so we try to understand each and every technique in the real time. Come to the deep learning procedures, into the part of the deep learning. I already told you, deep learning is a part of the machine learning. Deep learning is the part of the machine learning. How deep learning basically built on or developed on human brain neurons. How human brain got worked with. How human brain connected with the multiple cells inside. How human brain connecting with the multiple axons inside. So this is the cell body in in human brain, there is a cell body available. In human brain, there is a cell body available. Let me go. Okay. In human brain, there is a cell body available. And multiple cell bodies, millions of cell bodies which are going to be available in the human brain. Each and every human brain cell body connecting with axons. So can you please try to understand? Every human brain contains a millions of cell bodies. Millions of cell bodies. But every cell body interconnection with axon. In the same way, in our machine learning, in our deep learning procedure, there is a technique called deep neural networks. Deep neural networks. There is an input layer, there is an output layer. In between input layer and output layer, there is a hidden layer available. A multiple hidden layers. In this picture, we can able to see only 3 hidden layers. In this picture, we can able to see only 3 hidden layers. But in real time, there are n number of hidden layers which are going to be available. N number of interconnections which are going to be available. Okay. Input layer, we are trying to providing some input and output should be something. But when you get the output, before the output, there are n number of middle multiple hidden layers are going to be available. And each and every middle layer have some workout. Every middle layer have some workout. How this workout should be. Okay, so just take this picture and understand this picture. In real time, how these dendroids are available for the cell body, how this axon is available, how the axon terminals are available. In the same way, when you are providing some inputs, every input have some weight. Every input have some weight. In each and every hidden layer, some bias is going to be calculating. Some weights are going to be calculating. And we are taking the value as a weighted sums. And we are generating one activation function based on that. Based on the weighted sum, we are generating one activation function. So n number of weighted sums are going to be generating. N number of weighted sums are going to be generating. N number of activation functions are going to be generating. And end of the day, you are getting the proper output. So let's try to understand how this is going to be working in the real time. So the classic machine learning, how the classic machine learning is going to be working. So there is something like Apple feature extraction. So we are trying to extract in the features or properties, train the classifier and getting the output. Deep learning, in the deep learning, the feature extraction is going to be working with the multiple layers and giving the output. That is the differences between the machine learning and deep learning procedures. How the machine learning and how the deep learning is going to be working. And can you see how the deep neural network works in the real time? Can you see the diagram? The top diagram, you can see deep neural network. How the deep neural network is going to be working. Input layer is available. There are multiple hidden layers are available and output is coming. For example, there is a human face. There is some face is available. First of all, in the hidden layer, some edges are going to be extracting. Based on that, some combination of edges are going to be extracting. And based on that, some object models are going to be extracting. And finally, getting the output. And this image is going to be something like she's woman. She's woman. How machine can identify she's woman? How machine can identify she's a man? He's a man. How machine can understand he's a boy? How a machine can understand this is a fruit? How machine can able to understand this is a laptop? How machine can understand this is something like a pen, a gadget? When you scan the picture, that machine can identify the picture by deep neural networks. This is some kind of a projects we will implement in the real time, something like a face recognition or object recognition, object detection procedures. Object recognition, object detection procedures. Okay. So let's try to understand each and every points clearly. So how the life cycle of the machine learning will be: data collection, data preparation, model selection, model training, model tuning and monitoring, and model explanation, and data retraining. And number of times it is going to be happening. How the life cycle of AI is going to be: a business use case development, design phase, training test phase, building phase, testing phase, deployment phase, monitoring phase. Okay. So there are multiple companies. There are multiple companies which are playing with AI. Google is playing, Microsoft is playing, IBM, Intel, Amazon, Facebook, Apple, Qualcomm, and Huawei. Multiple companies are actually using artificial intelligence and playing with artificial intelligence. These are the top-notch players of the AI. Okay. And one more thing. There are multiple libraries and algorithms. Multiple libraries we have to learn for the AI. Keras, TensorFlow, Scikit-Learn, Piano. All these libraries are based on Python. You know Python very well. These libraries and tools or frameworks very easily you can able to understand, very easily you can able to develop. And one more thing, what are the different kind of editors we can use in the real time? You can use PyCharm, you can use Visual Studio Code, you can use Jupyter, you can use Notebook, you can use IntelliJ IDEA. Okay, better you can go with the Jupyter Notebook in the real time. That is a better option. So later in the classroom, We will discuss in the Jupyter notebook all these machine learning techniques and deep learning techniques, even in Python programming also from scratch to master level. Okay, so one more thing, one more diagram I just want to tell you guys. Top level AI, inside ML, inside neural networks, inside deep learning, inside generative AI, inside that large language models, LLM models. Okay, when you see this but picture, you can able to understand. Nowadays, everybody using ChatGPT. I hope everybody using ChatGPT, right? ChatGPT developed based on the generative AI, LLM models, language, large language models, on large language models, generative, pre-trained transforms, GPT models, generative, pre-trained models. ChatGPT is the one important application nowadays. Everybody uses ChatGPT, Gemini AI, all these things. Okay, all these things based on the artificial intelligence. Okay, and try to understand what is the basic salary or average salary for artificial intelligence engineer in India. 9.0 LPA. 9.0 LPA is the average salary AI engineer is going to be getting nowadays in India. And one more thing, how the salary growth for AI, salary growth should be very effective. Every year it is going to be increasing mode, high increasing mode, not a normal increasing mode, high increasing mode. If you know AI properly, if you know machine learning properly, if you know Python properly, if you know DL properly, if you know NLP properly, if you know computer vision properly, so your salary should be very high. Every year, 0 years of experience, 1 year of experience, 2 years of experience, 10 years of experience, you get 40 LPA per annum. If you have 3+ years of experience, you get 15 to 20 lakh per annum. If you have 5 years of experience in AI, 20 lakh minimum package. This is a salary growth for a machine learning engineer nowadays in India. Okay, so comparison. So when you compare with AI or non-AI person, when you compare with the AI or non-AI person, AI person always being a good in the company. When you know the AI technical skill, you have AI comparing to the other technology. Every company is looking for the AI person. You see the particular red color icon, red color image is going to be very high in the demand in the companies. So that is what actually I want to tell you guys. Okay, so and we will meet in the master class. We will meet in the master class very soon. Become master in AI/ML. And I was a trainer. I'm going to be dealing with AI/ML from scratch to end, and I'm starting with Python itself. So now you may ask a question, sir. What is my prerequisite for AI? So no prerequisite, sir. You come from BTech, you come from degree, you come from MTech. I don't care about it. So you're a technical person. If you are a technical person, you know something about the computer. Then so I'm having capability of teaching you guys. So from scratch to a master level, I'm going to be training with you AI/ML. So we will meet soon, very soon, masterclass in AI/ML with NDVTechsys solutions. So thanks a lot. So thanks for attending the session. So I just want to tell you guys how this AI/ML is going to be working, and what is machine learning, what is deep learning, what is the supervised learning, what is the unsupervised learning, what is the reinforcement learning, and what is this natural language processing, all these things for you, and what are the different kind of domains you are going to be working in the real time, what are the different kind of use cases you are going to be dealing with, and what are the different kind of modules we are going to be dealing with. I already discussed previously in this particular video. So just watch the video properly and you can able to understand what you have to do, in IT industry. The next coming years, it is going to be a very huge in demand. Thanks a lot. So bye for now. We'll meet again soon in the classes, real classes. Signing off. See you. Bye.